Well done for making it this far in the Your Voice is Power Creative Computing competition. This video is if you really want some advanced Python skills to help you with your audio production. So we're going to look at the advanced features and effects that you can play around with to really customize the sound of your remix. Just a reminder that everything that we do needs to promote equity, entrepreneurship, and racism. Sorry, we do not want to promote racism. We want to combat racism through the messaging in your music. So I'm going to focus just on the technical aspect today, but do make sure that you can hear and feel something in your music that makes a stand for something positive in your music. So let's start really simple. I'm just going to start with the thing that imports the EarSketch library. And we want to be able to edit what something sounds like. So let's start with just a simple drum beat. Something like that, possibly. Yeah, why not? Sounds terrible, but we can have it. I think we used the fit media function. There we go, and we can put a sound in here. Any of these sounds, let's plop that one in. On track 1, starting at the beginning and going on. I'm going to go in up to bar 8. So we've got this beat here. There we go. And we're going to play around with different effects. So what do effects mean? Well, let's see. You can use the set effect function. Let's plop that in here. And it says that it explores every effect in detail. So if you learn about audio production, maybe some of you got a background in this already, or if you've got a guitar effects pedal, you'll have seen these words like a band pass, a chorus, compressor, delay, distortion. You can play around with all of these and see what they sound like. So the simplest one is changing the volume. Reverb sounds really nice for vocals. Pan means the sound comes in your left ear or your right ear or anything in between. And delay is like an echo and all sorts of other kind of musical sound effects. I'm just going to work with volume for now. So let's say we want to change the effect of track 1. What do we want to set? Well, we want to deal with the volume. And then we've got a parameter and a value. What on earth does that mean? Let's see. Every effect explained in detail. That brings you this. You can hear what the sounds sound like. So you can have a look at band pass or delay. I'm going to go for volume. And the idea is it starts quiet, and as the volume increases, the music gets louder. So that's what it sounds like. What parameters can we play with? Well, we've got gain. Gain is how loud something is. So let's plop gain in here. And we can put a value in. -60 means it's all the way turned down. So we could, if you want, turn the volume right down and run it. So we've still got the sound there, but I don't think you'll be able to hear it. It's really quiet. If we go -30, it's going to be a bit louder. Oop, I didn't run it. There we go. It's kind of mid-level. All the way up to 0 means it's as loud as it can be. It seems weird going for like minus numbers being the quietest. In sound production, we talk about decibels, and turning the sound down is a negative amount of decibels. But you can ask your music teacher and your science teacher for more details if you are interested. So this will be as loud as it can go. More usefully than just setting the effect is changing the effect over time, and this is where it becomes really powerful. So I'm going to use a slightly different version of set effect this time. It's got the track, the type, the parameter, and a start value, but we've also got a start bar, an end value, and an end bar. So all that means is we're going to start at -60 decibels, really quiet to begin with. We're going to do that at the beginning. And then we get to the end value. We're going to fade it in to 0 by the time we get to bar 1. Oh, no, bar 2. Let's run it and see what happens. You can then see this linear fade going from really quiet to really loud. And it starts off quiet and it gets louder. And you can make it kind of fade in over time if you want. So up to bar 4. Let's run that. It takes a longer time now to get louder. Let's see. There we go. I want it to kind of fade in when it gets to the da-da-da-da on bar 3, something like that. There we go. Let's run it and see what it sounds like. Yeah, okay, not bad. Okay, so let's put some music on. and add an effect to that. See what that sounds like. So this time, artists Pharrell. Let's go for something to do with the competition. Needs to be entrepreneur. Something like this. Can we put that in here? So fit media. Oops. Paste that in, but with this sound in there. I want it to be on track 2 this time. Come on, there we go. And it's going to be...
Let out of here, you're welcome to go. You want to be let out of here, you're welcome to go.
Right, I want that to start when the volume has faded in. So that's going to start at bar 3 instead of bar 1. There we go. Starts there. And maybe we'll try a different effect on this. What other effects have we got? Well, we've got volume. We've got reverb. Reverb sounds fun. It's like an echo. It's like being inside the minster. So we're going to try and apply this effect to the vocals. Let's just solo it and hear what it sounds like.
You want to be let out of here, you're welcome to go.
Right, we want to now apply a reverb effect to that track. Ugh, can I do this? Right, we want to set an effect. We want to apply it to track 2, that's the vocals. Let's put some comments in. So this is the drum beat and this is the vocals with reverb, if we get that far. We don't want to set the volume, we want to set the reverb. What do we want to do? I've got no idea. Whether the effect is on 1 or off 0. It could be that. Yeah, so let's set the bypass to 0. How do we turn the effect on? 1. And we'll do that at the beginning. What's this going to sound like? Will it work? Oops, I didn't play it. Run the code first, and then let's hear what it sounds like. Is it going to be reverbing?
Let out of here, you're welcome to go.
Does that sound like you're in the Minster? I don't know. We want to have more reverb, please. So let's turn the mix up. Right, still more reverb, but turn the mix up to maximum. So the default is 0.3, the maximum is 1. All right, will it work? No idea.
You want to be let out of here, you're welcome to go.
Still doesn't sound like you're in the Minster with a kind of reverb. Should we try this, see if that makes any difference?
You want to be let out of here,
Oh, there we go. Now it sounds like you're in the Minster or in the bathroom or something. So in this time, instead of turning the mix solidly on, why don't we fade it? So we say, right, the mix is going to start at 0 at the beginning, and then we're going to get to 1 at bar 5. Will this work? Don't really know. Let's see. Turn solo off so we can hear everything. Here we go. So we've got a faded in drum track.
Let out of here, you're welcome to go.
And then it suddenly becomes a bit more reverby. But I want the reverb to be off at the beginning. So we can set it to off at maybe bar 4. What's that like? There we go. And then the reverb kicks in halfway between the first one and the second one. No idea what this is going to sound like. The idea is to experiment, to have fun, see what you can create. Then the reverb vamps up. There you go. Have fun, be creative, experiment, make mistakes, learn from the mistakes. But above all else, let's use the music to promote equity, entrepreneurship, and make a stand against racism. Well done for making it through this video. I hope that some of this has been useful. You don't need to use these skills in your audio production, but I know some of you really want to push what is possible. So hopefully this gives you an idea of how to get started.